Have you ever missed a shot so badly and you couldn't understand how it actually happened? And once you see what is really happening, you will completely change the way you think about frozen rail shots. Alright, watch this carefully. 9-ball frozen to the rail, cue ball right here, just a slight cut. Most players just shoot it with center ball and pocket the 9-ball in most cases. So far, nothing special, right? But now let's change one thing. Same 9-ball, cue ball moves to the center of the table, so now we have got about a 45-degree cut. Still looks makeable, right? But here's what most players do. They try to hit this shot exactly the same way with center ball, but surprisingly, they missed this shot by a mile, most of the time. So be honest right now, why does the same shot, same rail, same ball suddenly become so unreliable? The answer is actually way simpler than you think, but before I reveal the secret, we need to talk about this situation. Cue ball and object ball are frozen to the same rail. This should be the easiest shot in the world. And yet, this shot destroys people. Most players aim perfectly straight. They hit with center ball and miss by a mile. And here is the crazy part. You think you did everything right, but in reality, you made the mistake that most amateurs make. When both balls are frozen to the same rail and you try to hit perfectly straight with no spin, the cue ball touches the rail first, even just a tiny bit, but that tiny contact pushes the cue ball off the natural line. This is where we go from guessing to controlling. And here is the crucial part. I want you to really understand this, not just copy it. First of all, aim the shot perfectly straight with center ball. In the next step, lock your backhand and don't move it. Now slightly shift your bridge hand, applying low right spin. And finally, hit the cue ball smoothly and watch what happens. First of all, cue ball shifts slightly away from the rail, then spin pulls it back and it returns exactly to the ghost ball line. And here is the part that blows people's minds. You are still aiming straight, but you are just letting physics correct the path. But to make this shot correctly, you need to remember about something which make or break this shot. Hit too hard? The cue ball won't curve back in time. Hit too soft? It curves too early, hits the rail first, and you miss again. Also, distance between balls changes everything, because more distance means more speed required. And here is how to practice it properly. Set up the exact same situation and execute this shot by varying the distance between the balls. This is exactly what learning how to find that sweet spot looks like. But now, let's circle back to the 45-degree cut, because this is where everything clicks. Now, you might be thinking, okay, same trick, right? Not exactly. We need to change our way of thinking again. This time, we use left spin, but here is where most players mess up. They aim at the ball instead of aiming at the rail. You are not trying to hit the 9-ball clean, you are trying to hit rail and then ball. Very small difference, but huge result. There is no magic system here. This shot depends on your cue deflection, club speed and spin feel, so yes, you need experience. But one rule is non-negotiable. If you hit the 9-ball first, you miss practically always. At least, you need rail and ball contact almost simultaneously. But in reality, aim for rail first. And using this technique, you can actually make cuts close to 90 degrees. Yeah, you can do this. Looks crazy, right? But if we are talking about rail and ball contact timing, you need to see this situation. Now we replace the 9 ball with the 8 ball. 9 ball goes up table, cue ball in the center of the table. And at first glance you might think, okay, left spin and rail first, this should be fine. And yes, you will make the 8 ball, but look at the cue ball. It completely loses position and now you need to recover instead of controlling the rack. So let me ask you again, do you actually know what just happened? If you want position up table, you must hit rail and 8 ball at the same time. This contact changes absolutely everything, because now the cue ball goes straight to bottom rail, then travels up table, and you get pretty good shape on the 9 ball. But here is a subtle trick most players miss. If you hit the cue ball with top left spin, it contacts bottom rail quite close to the corner pocket, which leaves a fairly large angle on the 9 ball. Instead, you have to use just left spin, because then cue ball contacts bottom rail much earlier than before, which means that we are able to land much higher and get a perfect shape on the 9 ball. And here is the thing, you are not missing because of aim. You are missing because of invisible contact errors, and once you control that, these impossible shots become predictable. Okay, and be honest right now, which one messes you up more? Frozen straight shots or rail first cuts? Drop the comment below. And if you want drills built exactly around situations like this, go check out Billiard, where you will find full training patterns and a shot editor you can use to recreate these scenarios. Using link from the video description, you can get discounts from premium membership. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one. Take care.